are listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the RTN Radio Network. Do you copy?
Times we've had together kept our love through stormy weather. As time passed by, life got harder, afraid of drowning in this deep water. So much change, oh how time flies. Our keep saying goodbye. Here's my question for you. Will you fly somewhere new? Will you love me when I'm gone? Would you follow anywhere I go? How about a new start?
Aaron Tippin, Big Boy Toys, Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday night. Yeehaw!
Good evening, Saturday.
What's up, you dirty dogs? Anything exciting going on over there?
And Keith Sampson will be calling in very soon. He has a new song And it is very, very awesome. You guys are going to love
About
it.
time we hear from that bald-headed pecker.
Yes, sir. And then at the top of the hour, we will be having Joe Juis on the phone. I don't know whether that's how we say his surname.
I was thinking
how I'm
Luis,
saying it.
but I don't know. Well, I'm definitely going to ask him.
And I tell you what, you guys are going to love his music. He has got something special about
What's
him.
up,
He is
Knickers?
Awesome.
Knickers!
Yeah, Knickers in the chat room. Carol Durham.
Thomas, baby. What's up, Thomas?
Thomas sporting his favourite pink Yankee in the Brit Show shirt.
Hey, you guys,
there's
not just
Jake.
Thomas, but some other people have been sending some stuff over to me, and the Facebook message thing ain't opening up very good. It's come and go kind of thing. I don't know if you guys have been having troubles with it. Donna had issues with it yesterday, big time.
Oh, when don't I have issues?
So don't think I'm ignoring what you're sending over here. Just can't get to it sometimes. And if it's in email, it gets lost sometimes. I'll find it. Just wanted you guys to know.
Never
I've
gets
been looking at that
lost.
stuff.
It just gets randied.
Ah, piss off.
So yeah, Chris Sachard is in the chat room. There's Mr. Thomas, Knickers,
Where's my Long Island iced tea there,
Brenda
Knickers?
the Blender is in the chat room.
Brenda.
And I will be chasing up about your thingy in the mail because it's annoying now.
Well,
You
she
know.
hasn't got it yet?
No, and it just says delayed. I mean, what's the point in giving you a tracking number that you can track it and you have no idea where it is?
Here's your tracking number. Watch it sit in a foreign town somewhere in another country.
Yeah.
Just watch this. See how long we can hold your package.
I know
We'll
you
let you have it when we're
try
ready.
and do something nice and send a friend a gift and, it was
whatever.
probably almost 2 weeks ago when we sent it, maybe.
I don't know if you realize this, but this is the first one today.
First what today?
This.
Yes, I have noticed.
Did you really?
Yes, I have noticed.
I have felt so shitty I did not even have a cigarette till just now, and it ain't going to last long.
Yeah,
I'm about
you're
to
kind
put
of
it out.
holding it. He's holding it,
Like
you
a-
know, between his finger and his
like a
thumb, like he's not
faggot.
even holding it like a cigarette.
Out in me fag like a fag.
Put that fag out then.
Shut up. Oh, so anyways, we're here. Yeah, Joe is coming by. Joe Lewis. I can't wait to ask him how he says that. And Keith coming by. Keith got a new tune. Very cool song. You're going to love that. Let's see. What else is happening? Who's up next Saturday? Adam Martin's going to be here on February 3rd. We don't have any music from him yet, do we?
No, and Jimmy Saw on the 10th of February.
And then
17th of February. Yeah, Trenton Tanner.
Trenton Tanner, if you'd let me do my part.
Go on.
I
It's
did
all
it
yours.
already.
The
Trenton
floor's
Tanner.
yours. Do it all, baby.
Who?
I says, the floor's yours. Do it.
Oh, what's a Jonathan Ingram? He's going to be with us the 24th. Russell Craig, March 3rd.
Craig, not Craig. Why does Randy always say Craig?
What's it say up there?
Craig. Russell Craig.
Craig, that's what I said.
Randy always says Craig
It's
instead
Craig.
of Craig.
It's got a G on the end of it. G. Craig.
Well, if it was Craig, it would be C-R-E-G. Or a C-R-E-G.
Maybe in your fucking world, but over
That
here
I
it's Craig.
There, that I there and the A actually changes how the word is pronounced.
Craig.
Not sure whether you know that.
You're the one that
But
doesn't
anyway,
know it.
Russell Craig is joining us on the 3rd of
And then
March.
Kyle Borgal, which this dude rocks. Now, the second song I played in the opening here is one of his tunes. It's Saving It Up for Saturday Night. Badass tune. Got some cool
Excuse
stuff.
me, Mr. Jake. No one in this chat room is a lump of cold. You're our beardo.
Why? Because we haven't got to
You're
him
our,
yet?
yeah, you're
Is that
our-
it? We
you're
saved
our
the best for last,
beardo
dude.
man. Yeah, we did. You're our beardo man, isn't he?
Hey, Nick just dropped a bowl of sangria? You don't call it a bottle?
A big bowl, you know, like a bowl, like
I mean,
a punch bowl. Yeah.
Oh, I can scoop it out and drink out of the ladle? Oh, baby.
We could scoop it out with our red Solo cups.
Then we're good to go. That's awesome. I'm loving all of that. Yeah, baby. We'll get to that. Yeah, okay.
Can we call Jake our beardo weirdo?
You can call him whatever you want. It's the response you're going to get that I'm a little
That's
worried
your
about.
official name, Jake. You are the Yankee and the Brits, beardo weirdo.
See, now Jake has a name. You're an official member of the Radio Rascals over here.
So don't ever think that you're a lump of coal. Because
No,
lumps of
that's,
coal don't have beards.
That's Charlie Brown. He's the one that gets coal for Christmas.
Okay, so everybody get your red Solo cup ready. Get ready to dip it in Nicker's bowl of sangria.
Thomas has got his, boy.
We will be playing that later on.
Very good, Nick.
Yes, very, very good.
Coal turns into diamonds. See that, Jake?
So maybe being a lump of coal
is a good thing.
Yes, it's a good thing.
Maybe you get more women to like you because they're all about their diamonds.
Jake says,
Oh,
I'll take
send
the
me
name.
some
Works for
diamonds,
me.
darling, and make them big. At least 50 carats, or I won't even talk to you.
There was a song on today. I don't even know what the song was, but for some reason I imagined Jake clapping. That's it. I was clapping with him.
Has anybody watched that video lately? I haven't
I
even
don't
watched
know.
it again. Once we're done with it, push it aside. Move on. All right. I guess we're good to go here. Let's throw some more tunage out here. Thomas wants to hear some Steve Hickman, and I'm sure everybody else can enjoy it. So let's do it. Shall we, wife?
Let's do it now.
It's more than music. More than music. It's a state of mind. Don't stop. Let's go. It's a way of life. And there's nobody that throws down country better than this.
On the RTM Radio Network.
Yeah, Benny Pitzinger on the road with Lonesome Jim. Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network Country Saturday night. What's going on?
With our special guest, and he really is special.
Who is
Keith
that man?
Sampson.
Hey,
Hey, our reptilian resident. Hello.
yeah, how you guys doing?
Doing all right, man. How you? You still out traveling around the country like a rich man?
I am like a poor man, but I'm still out here.
God damn it! So what's new? Talk to us. Tell us something good.
Just been, working. I took a little vacation there over the holiday seasons.
A little
Christmas and
vacation.
New
It seemed
Year's.
like, a little vacation. It seemed like you were going for about 6 months.
Well, yeah, it felt like it. But we couldn't wait to get back in the truck and take off again. We was getting bored.
Oh, good God! You got that big giant monster motorhome and that new Jeep to ride around
I know,
in.
he was bored in all that luxury.
Well, yeah, I got to go out and play in a little side by side 4-wheeler for a day, for a couple of hours, which that broke up the monotony and that got me back to my senses. I knew after that I was ready to go back to work.
The monotony of having fun. Oh, come on!
Oh,
poor
yeah.
thing.
What a terrible life you must lead.
I know, right?
So I believe you've got something exciting to announce tonight. What's going off?
Yeah. I've just released that. Well, you guys are the first ones, but
Yeah.
I just
That's why we love you.
released that first single there. I was me and Steve Hickman was going to do it, and life got in the way, and things didn't work out the way we planned. But
Doesn't it?
anyways, we'll get together and work on a future project. But
Oh, you
I wanted to
better.
go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. That guy is awesome.
Are you listening, Steve? Don't let the Brit down now.
Yeah, I'm counting on you blokes.
Yeah. And but I've just been writing some songs and stuff like that, and working on projects kind of one at a time. It's a slow pace. Getting everything to the level where you want to get it and put it out there for people to hear it. And so just kind of taking my time doing that one step at a time.
And how's the wife?
Doing lovely. She's great.
Was she the one doing the cooking?
Yeah. She has to be doing great. She has me for a husband.
Oh.
You kid? Oh my God! She started laughing.
I know that she's been.
We're laughing too.
We know she's been cracking the whip during the whole making of your new song because it's so
Yeah.
damn good. We know that there's been a good woman stood behind you the whole time.
That's right. You know what they say: behind every good man is a better woman.
Exactly. Oh, so what's the name of your new song, and tell us about it?
It's Country Nights, and I kind of got the idea just thinking about I've you hear all these things about Hollywood parties this and Hollywood parties that, and it just clicked with me. Wait a minute, parties kind of got started in the country because they had to get-togethers and cookouts and stuff like that, and that's kind of the root of where parties got started. They kind of put caviar and everything else in their parties, but the way we had a party, we was just kind of carrying on, just so, and that's where I got the idea to put that song together.
Caviar. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah, not me neither. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if you're supposed to eat it cooked or raw, but I just know I ain't eating it.
That's exactly the way I see it. I can't
I'd rather
believe.
have a hot biscuit.
Yeah, let's go have a pig roast. Dig a hole, throw a pig in it, and spend the weekend partying. And then on the weekend before y'all go home, we chow down on some real pig.
You betcha. That right there is a party to me.
That's right. Where's that moonshine? That's what I'm talking about right there.
I got friends in low places, you know.
Oh, especially in North Texas.
Yeah, they don't come any lower than us, that's for sure.
So
me neither.
So Nickers in the chat room is asking what you're drinking because he's giving out virtual drinks in the chat room.
Oh, I'll have a V8. Since
Oh, a
I'm
V8.
working.
What are you talking
Since I'm
about?
working.
A V8.
Hey, this is the one time you get to have a booze up without being in trouble, and you don't get no virtual hangovers either.
Exactly.
What, are you in the truck right now?
Yeah. Just pulled over and kind of going to take a little break here and talk to you guys and say hello to everybody in the chat room, friends and family. Thank you guys for coming, and I'm looking forward to checking out Joe Juis, your next guest on here.
Yeah, me too, man. Let's get some good stuff.
Yeah, I tell you what, we listened to his music the other day, and you know, sometimes you see a face, and you just don't imagine all that sound to come out of that mouth. And he just, and he's probably
How you like that, Joe?
He's probably listening and laughing his tits off. But like, but really, he just sounds amazing. He honestly does sound amazing. You know, he's got
Good deal.
You know how we just absolutely love Steve Hickman because he's just got something. He's got something different to all those voices that sound the same. You know, and same with Joe. You know, he just sounds great. Absolutely.
Yeah,
awesome.
you wouldn't think that voice would come out of Steve Hickman, you know,
No.
just appearance wise, and that man, and when that comes out, it's like you're just like blown away.
Yeah, you expect some old rinky-dink redneck come pouring out of that pie hole.
That's exactly what we get, but that's why we love it.
You expect a little bit of Justin Bieber coming out.
Oh, no way. Come on, I draw the line at that. Come on.
Oh, man, that's low. That's
I
low.
had
no.
to say that. He'll send me a text later and say, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Justin who?
Justin what?
Just in time, buddy. That's it.
Yeah, just in time.
That's the kind of freight you haul, ain't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, just in time.
JIT.
That's always in time.
That's
Yep.
right. Well, obviously, you guys are doing all right. Truck running good?
Yep, truck running good. Everything's good out here on the highway and on the home front. You know, everything's, you know, pretty much just kind of on an even keel. It's just like a normal day pace, you know, kind of just, you know, do what you do and move on.
Hey, now you got an ELD in your truck, right?
Yes, I've had it for, about 2 years now.
Okay, all right. So how you like it? It working good? I mean, is it you working with it? Is it as bad as people say, or? Well, in your case, in your case, though, I mean, you're specialized, so it probably doesn't matter too much, does it?
No, and you know, as a team, it doesn't, you know, bother us that much. I mean, that's the new future. That's kind of what everything's coming to. And I mean, you got to roll with the punches and go with the flow. But I could see where this would have a bigger impact on a solo driver, more so than teams that kind of, you know, run it legal.
I just don't understand. You know, I'm just totally against authority, and anybody telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, that's my issue.
Shut
with
up
it.
and shut up now.
Not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, I don't think it should be forced on anybody. I think it should be, you know, at your own free will as to whether you want it or you don't want it. But I don't believe whether it works or it doesn't work. I don't think it should be forced on anybody.
Exactly. That's now that would be fine if you want this, get it, run legal. You know, you never have to worry. But even now, though, I mean, when it comes time to shut down, I mean, and I don't know. I mean, if you've had it this long and you're out there on the road, you probably talk to guys. Are any of them getting to the point where they realize that they need to figure out where they're going to shut down at an hour or two before they run out of time?
Absolutely. I mean, I've said in traffic accidents where there was fatalities involved, and you're talking 3 to 4.5 hour shutdown in the middle of the highway. And, you know, I mean, even teams for that matter, doesn't matter. But you got people that's trying to figure out now, you know, they're going to be in violation by the time they let us all go. And then, you know, then you're in violation regardless. And you still got to get off the highway and find somewhere to get safely and park. So, I mean, that it can work against you, you know, a lot.
So have they got around to and I hate to drag on about this, but it's nice to talk to somebody that's been out there long enough. Are they allowing any, have they got to the point where they're allowing any discrepancies because of that kind of thing? Are they, you know, are some of the DOT guys saying, well, you were in a backup. I know we had a traffic accident, you know, in our county 50 miles up the road. We'll just let it go. Or are they pretty much adhering to the law and saying, you know, you fucked up, too bad, you lose?
Well, they're adhering to the law because they're going by this thing here only, and the time you start, and the time you finish. So whatever your driving time is, break time, and all this other stuff. So they're strictly going by this, which, you know, there's got to be a variance in there somewhere to allow for, you know, unforeseen instances that you may run into that you would normally not run into and still be legal. So they're going to have to do something about that as far as it doesn't matter teams or solos, because you can still get in trouble by doing that even if as a team, because if you're shut down, you're shut down, and you run out of hours and the other one doesn't have enough hours to start driving, well, then you're in the same boat as a solo driver.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know, that's part of the problem I see with the thing is you don't have any choice in the matter.
No, you don't have no choice. Once that thing starts ticking, it's on you. And to me, it looks like it kind of forces some people to drive, to hurry up and drive to make up their time, or try to make up their time to keep their time going so they don't lose it. So they'll keep driving even whenever they don't feel comfortable to do it. So I mean, I think it can work both ways. It could be a good thing, and it also could be a bad thing.
Well, what do you mean by you can they keep driving? How can they keep driving? I mean, if you sit there in traffic for 3 hours and you had 2 hours left, you're screwed. You know, you can't get out of the traffic. I didn't understand what you mean by that.
I'm saying if you drive your 8-hour shift or whatever, and then you pull over and you take your 30-minute break, and then you start driving another hour and say that you're tired and you don't want to lose that other hour, other drivers are going to continue to try to go a little further to keep that hour, to get that hour before they'll just pull over and stop. So it's kind of forcing you to take a break, a 30-minute break. But there's some drivers out here that can drive 5 hours. There's some that can drive 8 hours. There's some that can drive 10 hours. So, I mean, it's forcing you to take your break, whether you want it or not, or need it or not. And so it's kind of, there's a couple, you know, things that we don't like about it, but you know, we're a team, and so that's what I mean about forcing somebody to drive. So you could drive 5 hours and be tired after 5. I could drive 8 hours and be a little tired after 8, but you're going to try to go that extra couple hours so that you've got 8 hours driving, then you take your 30-minute break, or, you know, vice versa. It's just crazy.
Yeah, when I was, you know, a younger man, of course, and I was out there running hard, I would leave Cleveland and go straight through to Atlanta, you know, and when I was done, I'd stop. Or if I happened to be running during the day and that 2 or 3 o'clock sunshine's coming in on me and I get tired, I'd just pull over and take a nap, and there was, you know, no issues as long as I got there when I was supposed to be there.
Exactly. And if you do that with this, then you lose that time, because once your clock starts ticking, that's what I mean about, you know, it's going to force drivers. Some drivers probably will try to go on to while the clock's still ticking, and try to get a little further instead of pulling over and taking a break whenever they need to, or they should.
See, that's what I find about it that's ridiculous, is the fact that I knew, and maybe it was just me with common sense or a brain, or well, it's hard to believe I had a brain even, but I had enough sense when I was tired to pull over and stop.
Yeah.
Regardless, even a 15-minute nap was enough to, and then get out of the truck, walk around, do a quick walk around, check everything out, wake myself up a little bit by getting out, and then I could get back in the truck and I could run 2 or 3 more hours and get where I had to go. But I knew when I needed a nap, you know, and now it doesn't matter how tired you are. You either keep going or you lose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, you know, you know when you're tired, and this thing is not, you know, it's not a one size fits all. Everybody can't drive 8 hours and then take a half-hour break, or, you know, 5 hours. So if you don't drive a minimum of 3 hours, say you first start your day out and you go 2 hours and you're feeling a little tired because maybe you worked around the house a little bit or whatever. Well, if you pull over and take your 30-minute break, that don't count. That doesn't count at all. So you still are going to have to stop again after you drive three consecutive hours before you're going to have to stop, and before it actually counts.
That's crazy.
So,
Now, Sherry in the chat here, Schmidhead, she says the ELD isn't the problem. It's the hours of service. I'd rather go back to the 10 and 8 rule.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They need the hours of service. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This thing here is set for a one size fits all, and it doesn't work like that. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's, metabolism's different. Biological clock's different. I mean, depending on the time zone you're in, and they base everything off of the time zone that you're in, that you live in. So it can be a little crazy and chaotic. That's for sure. And I could see where it could get some people in trouble as far as, trying to go that extra hour so that you have driven 3 hours, so that when you do stop for a 30-minute break, then it actually counts. Whereas, like I said before, if you drive 2 hours and you're tired, most people are not going to pull over. They're going to try to wake themselves up and go that extra hour so that 30-minute break counts towards their time.
Well, they were supposed to implement this ELD thing, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it was. They talked about it, and they were gonna do it, and Werner was gonna be the first ones to do it, and blah blah blah. And when they started pushing that shit, that this is what we're gonna do, and of course it took 5 or 6 years before they actually passed the law and got it all done. But as soon as I started hearing about that, I decided I was done, because there was no way in hell anybody was going to tell me how long I could drive and how long I could sleep and where I had to stop and what I had. It wasn't going to happen, so I just quit.
Yeah, Warner was one of the first companies that welcomed the Qualcomm. It was called Qualcomm back then. And
right.
They welcomed the Qualcomm, and then next you got your major companies, Schneider and everybody else just fell in line with that. And now this is taking the place of Qualcomm, so I don't foresee it just like going away. They're going to have to revise the hours of service or something in order for this thing to work for everybody.
Nick wants to know what's the maximum you can drive in 24 hours over here.
What's the maximum you can drive in 24 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking hours here.
Well, being British, I don't think he understands how we work over here compared to over there.
Get 14 in a 24 hour because you got 11 minutes in a break.
Yeah, you can actually get 14 hours in a 24-hour period, because you can drive 11 and then take your 10-hour break. Well, yeah, you got a 30-minute break too. So yeah, you can about 13 and a half hours in a total 24-hour period.
That sucks.
Boy, I remember the days that I could do that straight through one shot. Stop for 2 cups of coffee, and that was it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's how that's how freight got moved, man. You run that shit. That's what your job was.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now it's patronizing the government. Yes, sir, massa. I'll run that truck, and when it's time to stop, I'll stop.
Hey, Keith. You need to introduce your song, because we want to play your song, then we want to just play a couple of Joe's songs before he comes on. So I'm going to boot you off. Is that okay?
Oh, God, it's that time
Absolutely.
already.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry for yakking on. I didn't realize we were running through time that fast.
That's okay. I'll be out here listening, and the name of my new song is Country Nights, and I hope you like it.
Here we go. Yanki and the Brit, Country Saturday Night.
You're listening to the Yanki and Brit on the RTM radio network. You heard me, goddammit. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, they did. Hell yeah. Everybody knows that. Ow! Keith Sampson, brand new Country Nights, and we are the ones to play it first. There's a tune now Carol can ask for on a regular basis.
Oh, do you mean she might shut up about Tennessee whiskey? I don't think she'll ever shut up about
No, I don't think so either.
You haven't switched my mic on.
Nobody wants to hear what you got to say.
I said maybe Carol will stop asking for Tennessee whiskey now if she's got a new Keith tune to ask for. But I'm sure she will still be bugging me about that tune for the next year.
Yeah, I agree with Brenda. Great song, nice upbeat tune, man. Get you moving around. And it's the truth, too. I remember all those days going over to my buddy Berlin's house, pig roast, dig a hole, drink, smoke, party all weekend long, eat some fresh food. Oh, my God, what a great time those were.
Hey, Lisa is in the chat room. Lisa Bowman Ringstetter. Ringstetter.
Hello. How
I'm
are you,
sure
Lisa?
I've said that wrong.
What?
But welcome.
Ringstetter.
Ringstetter.
I can't see it from over here, and I'm not in the chat at the moment.
But good evening, guys and girls. That is an awesome tune, Keith Sampson. We have been gagging to play this all week.
Yeah, I know. Been driving us
wait
nuts.
until tonight.
And we're sorry we didn't keep posting the post about it, too, but there it is, man. We'll be playing that puppy on a regular basis. You can count on that. Now, moving right along, because we have our guest showing up here in about 5 minutes or so. Joe Juis, or Lewis, I'm not sure. Luis, I would guess.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's hear his tunes, and then we get to hear about the guy behind the music.
Here he is, Country Sounds. We might have one more after this, too. Ah, yes, they were. Those were the days. I remember those days, too. Had a lot of fun back then. Yanki and the Brit, Country Saturday night. Got it all going on over here. We have the man on the phone with us right now.
Say hello, Joe.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. Hey, you got a first question out of my mouth, man. How do you pronounce your last name?
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Okay, that's...
Yep.
That, now, I've got you on these songs as Luis.
Yeah, Joe Juis.
Lewis, is it? Okay. That was the one. I didn't know which name to use. They came through as Vasquez, but I wasn't sure which name to use.
No, Joe Vasquez. The band that I have is Joe Vasquez and the Bourbon Gentlemen. Joe Juis is just like my name on social media.
Okay. I'll go back and change them. Sorry about that. We know who you are. That's the main thing, I guess.
Yeah.
So how are you? Everything going all right?
Everything's going great. I have my brother Adam Vasquez here with me as well. He's the lead guitar player for my band, and he also sings backup with me, and he's happy to be here with me as well.
Is that your band in all of these songs we're playing?
No, actually, that's our. We recorded the album down in Nashville, Tennessee, at Beard's Music, and two of the songs actually, Another Summer Night and Red Light Kiss. Those were actually recorded with my band up here in Ohio, but we were just trying to go for that radio playable sound that comes out of Nashville, and that's the band we really. I mean, our live show, we really deliver that same sound that you're hearing on the radio as well.
Well, I think you nailed that because it's awesome.
I was only saying to you the other day, didn't I, that you could sing the telephone directory and you would just nail it. You're just awesome.
What part of Ohio
Thanks
are you
very
in?
much. Well, we're actually in the northwest corner, the very northwest corner closest to Indiana and Michigan of Ohio that you can be.
So you're over there on the other side of Toledo.
Yes, very. It's about, I'd say about 45 minutes an hour from east of us.
Is that where you were born and raised?
No, actually, me and my brother Adam, we were born in just south of San Antonio, Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's just strange because I moved to Texas. I was born and raised up there in the northeast corner of Ohio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, lake effect
Well,
snow. That's a good reason to move to Texas.
So in other words, you swap places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could look at it that way.
So when did you get started with your music?
We've been playing touring for about 2 years now, both professionally. It's been about 2 years. I've been playing around 10 years when I started. So,
are you signed up with any labels, or are you still on your own?
Nope, we are still independent. We shopped out our music after we got the album recorded down in Nashville. We shopped it out. We had a couple of bites, and it was more or less. It came down to the money aspect of what can you put into your own career, and we're still working hard. We're still on the road a lot, just really trying to push our name out. Everything that we've done has been self-promoted and funded through our own community. We have about 20 sponsors, local businesses that have helped us, really drive our music and what we're trying to do to make a name for the band being from a small town and stuff. We just want to make them proud, you know.
Well, I think you're doing a hell of a job. The sound is unbelievable. I can't believe that kind of sound comes out of that little mouth of yours. Yeah, it sounds great. You don't look like the kind of guy to have that kind of voice. But man, does this sound great?
Yeah, a lot of people they're kind of like, when I show up to a new venue, they kind of give me a look and they're like, oh, you know, what are we gonna have, like a rock night? Because I have tattoos and piercings and all that, but I get up there, take my guitar on, I start singing country music, and they're kind of thrown off, but they love it. I mean, it's not. It throws me off too.
Oh yeah, you know how tattoos make everybody a bad person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get people, man. They can't look past the cover. They always got to just look and see what they see and base everything on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna what I can do is I'm gonna let you give a couple questions to my brother here. He's anxious to talk to you guys as well.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm pretty well. Like Joe said, I'm Adam Vasquez, the lead guitar player for the Bourbon Gentlemen, and it's just it's a pleasure to be on your show. We really appreciate that you like our sound.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, if you'd really like us to, become more on board, we can show up for a live appearance whenever you'd like. So.
I don't know if there's enough room in here for everybody.
You're more than welcome to come over here and play for us. You could cook us dinner as well and play, get your guitar out and entertain us all.
Yeah, we've played in many venues, as big as, a tailgate party here in Toledo, with over 300 fans, or we played everything, from small dives. So we're prepared.
Do you get nervous?
Well, I guess more so on interviews sometimes, but on the stage, it's what we do, and nothing brings the most out of us than doing what we love to do. So on stage, yeah, it's a whole new roller coaster, and we'd love for you guys to check that out.
Well, with you guys, or with us, I should say, we just want you to be yourself at your moment. Talk about yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do. We just bullshitters. I mean, we're not into the, are you divorced, are you married, all that garbage. We just want to know about you.
Yeah, definitely. Here you go, Joe.
We're pretty laid back too. We're trying to, everything that we're doing, like I said, we're trying to really push the original music. We do play covers, like all of top 40 music, but when it all comes down to it, we're just trying to get, deliver our music and get it in front of new fans and let new listeners, check out what we have to offer up here in Ohio.
Right. Just stay true to yourself.
Are
That's
you,
the main thing.
do you know the Trucking Bozos Bar and Grill?
No, I do not.
It's over just south of Toledo. It's where I-80 and 280 meet over there at the split. It's Truckin' Bozo's Bar and Grill. You ought to get hooked up with Dave. I'm sure he'd love to have you guys come over there, especially if he finds out what sound you guys got going on.
He has bands on, I think, almost every week.
All right. Well, you have to give me some information on that. We'd love to play out.
I will do at the end
of
the show.
Yeah, they're in Millbury, actually, which is just south, over there by Perrysburg, south of Toledo, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Who writes all your songs? You guys write all your own stuff?
Yeah, I write the music. That's kind of what I've always done. Even in other bands that I've been part of, I've always had a knack for a good storyline, and so I usually come up with the concept of the music or the whole song, and then my band, they just kind of, it just forms itself naturally.
Where do you get your inspiration for some of that music? Just from everyday life or friends?
Yeah. I try to, if it doesn't come directly from my life or my experience, I try to make the music as relatable as possible to the listener, whether it's heartbreak or happiness or a good time Charlie, or you miss somebody. It's like I really try to convey a story that's relatable and something that makes sense rather than just bullshit off the whim lyrics that don't make sense.
Yeah,
you know?
Please stick to that, because there's nothing I can't stand more than some song that doesn't have a story or doesn't even make any sense. Just because the music's good, it's not any good if it doesn't give you that. I don't know, if it doesn't touch your soul. I don't see any sense in even bothering with it.
Exactly.
There's so much of that Nashville garbage coming out from down there. It's just, anything to make $1 is what it sounds like. That's why we focus on, folks like you with the independent artists, because that's where the music's at. That's where the real music is with people like you.
So a little bit more into the album. Country sounds. Growing up in the country, it really just gives you some, time and space to think. And as Joey was writing the songs, he really kind of just listened to what he needed to do as choosing this musicianship. So we're really proud of what we brought to the table with this album, Country Sounds, and the single. When it comes to the story of that, it's just being really kind of humble of where you come from, and we know that it's going to be a long journey. For many, many years to come, as far as, as far as Joey's playing, as far as we're both singing together and everybody, it's a long journey, and writing this music is kind of our reminders where we came from and where we're going. And I think it's going to, keep us on a steady path, staying positive, and, we love the kind of feedback that we get from all of our supporters. So that's why we did this album. That's why we're promoting ourselves to bigger venues, because we know that if we establish the kind of respect, back to our fans,
right,
that they're going to be there.
A couple questions out of the chat room here. One, Keith Sampson, we just debuted one of his new songs. He wants to know, do you have a website? And I'm sure you do. What's the address for that, or your Facebook page?
Yeah. The address for it is JoeVasquezOfficial.com. And if you go there, again, it's JoeVasquezOfficial.com. And it has all of our tour dates for this year so far. We have a pretty good lineup right now. Last year we did 86 shows, and that is a full year right there. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
We were happy for the downtime in December that we're just like, all right, we finally get to take a break.
I bet.
So how long have you and your brother been playing together?
Yeah, that's kind of the pride of what we're carrying, is that like we kept it. We've kept the brother thing going, and we play off of it too. We're kind of like on stage, picking on each other, or we're just having a good time on stage. But people see that and they're like, hey, some people think that my younger brother Adam here looks older than me. So like, is that your older brother? I'm like, I just play along with it. Yeah, he's about 4 years older than me.
It's the beard, really.
Yeah, he can. My brother can grow a beard, and I can't. It comes in all patchy and stuff. So.
Yeah, boy, I know how that goes. I try that every winter, boy, and I look like a patchwork quilt on my face. Samo, a good dear friend of ours, works, he does airtime over there in Florida. He says anytime you want to come to Florida, you can jam out in the Samo studio, and he can feed you live right through their FM station or right through to us. If you're ever in Florida, let us know you're going that way, and we'll hook you up. He's down in Daytona Beach. They're a good place for a vacation, by the way.
We've actually had a lot of offers to go down there. We just, we usually book up, do our booking a year in advance. So it's like when some of these places, they finally get a hold of us, they're like, oh man, we love your music. Can we get you down here on this date? I'm like, well, we usually book a year ahead, so you got to give us some more time.
But if anybody's interested in contacting us, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, and they can do that from the website too. We have there's a tab on there for contact, and that goes straight to our booking agent. And from there, it just if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, well, hopefully it does in the future. But we actually, like I said, we've gotten quite a few offers to go down to Florida. I'd love to go down there because I hear they love their country down there. And my buddy, actually, Sean, he plays down in Key West. He does about a 2 to 3 week tour every summer. I just haven't been able to make it.
What's that
One day.
What's your website again?
Yeah, how are you spelling it? Is it JoeVasquez?
Easy, yep, and then official. OFFICIAL.com.
All right, I'm making sure I get it right before I go posting it out there.
There it is, right there.
And the Bourbon Gentleman.
That's the one. I tried to pull it up and I must have spelt it wrong.
Oh, I like these guys even more. We're talking bourbon over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's my baby right there. Okay, I got it. I'm sticking it in the chat right now so these guys can get the proper address. And I'll also pass that on to Dave. He's in that the Truckin' Bozos Bar and Grill up there in Toledo. I'll pass that on to him, and we'll send him some of your tunes to check out.
Yeah, I know Dave says that he's like pretty much booked up for the next year. So, you know, if you guys work a year in advance, you might actually be able to coordinate, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's close enough. You can nap and then drive over there and play.
That sounds good.
If you're like this old bastard, there's nothing like a good nap sometimes.
For the weird, right?
Boy, you ain't kidding about that. Where do you, let's see, what do I want to say? Oh, you have any family members that were into music, you know, before you got started in it?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, me and my brother here, we were born in Uvalde, Texas. It's just south of San Antonio. And our cousins, actually on my mother's side, her cousins are, and actually they're a very, very big Tejano Spanish group, the Los Palominos, and they're a very well-known band in that genre all over the world. So I mean, it's kind of like music's always been part of our art of our growing up and our family. So it's just, we're happy that we can be, you know, keeping on with that tradition as well.
Yeah, that's great. Have you played with anybody, I guess for lack of a better word, famous or opened for anybody?
Oh, plenty. Yeah, we did the last few years. We've been doing really good openings. This year we're going to be coordinating a show that we're actually going to be coordinating ourselves with, opening with Aaron Lewis this year. So.
Oh, no way. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Last year we opened for the Kentucky Headhunters. That was a really cool show.
Wow. Big time. And you're still Independence. That's cool.
Yeah, that was, I mean, and that's just a small list. We did, how far we can go. We did Brothers Osborne, the Josh Grayson, Chase Rice, John Party. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to open up for some really, really big names and some small names that they're going to be big someday. You know, I think so.
You talking about you guys are going to be big someday?
Oh, yeah, well, hopefully that's the goal. But I was talking about we've had chances to open up for other bands that are small on the radar. Like we opened 3 years ago. We opened for the Brothers Osborne before they had a #1 hit, and that was at a small festival over in Hamler, Ohio, and they were nobody. There was maybe 100 people there to watch them, and I'd never heard of them either. But then 2 years later, they had that single "Stay a Little Longer," and they broke #1 with it. And I mean that's all it takes, one good song.
Yeah.
For the right person to hear it, I mean that's going to blow them up.
Nick Deitch is in the chat. He's from England. He's a good friend of Donna's from when she lived over there. He wants to know, how do the music artists travel around America? Is it in a camper?
Say that again?
He wants to know how music artists travel around America. Is it in a camper?
They got to have a high tolerance for BO, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'm cringing already. I'm cringing.
I mean, if you can live in a bus with 8 or 9 guys with your road crew and not showering for 2 days and playing a week's worth of music in 4 hours, you know, you build up a sweat. After the show, you kind of hang out and relax instead of take a shower, and you add 9 guys to that. That's the worst.
Oh, and his brother Dan says in an RV. So how do you guys get around? Do you fly to a lot of places?
Nope. We are driving. We drive to our shows. We're trying to. Right now, we're regional. So we started when we were first playing like small dive bars in our area. We kept it local. We maybe went 50 miles at most. But now that we've broken into what are we doing? 4 states this year, and now we're driving. We're carpooling with each other, but that's like, again, we're building our reputation and we're building up our shows. So now, we used to be playing 4-hour shows for $50 and we're still paying our tab. Now we're up to good paying shows because people, they've heard our music. We got featured on FM radio on XM, the highway, and that was really good to have on our resume.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, you can always come back to Texas here in another year or two, and you can get out here on some of these back roads and find yourself a good tour bus sitting around cheap.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's true. I know.
And you can find some mattresses too.
Some of the best music, some of the best country music are these unknown Texas bands.
That reminds me of a funny story. We were offered a tour bus from the South. It was in Texas, and they discovered that it had a nest of diamondback snakes in it.
I was just going to say, you're probably going to tell me it's full of rattlesnakes or something.
Yeah, it was filled with rattlesnakes, and we were like, yeah, we're going to have to pass on that one for now. Just get the rattlesnakes out, and they'll get back to us.
Oh, I'm hearing you. Jeez. I wouldn't be surprised, though, not around here. We're up in North Texas. We're not far from the Oklahoma border, so it's not quite as bad because, we don't have the desert kind of conditions or the sand or anything like that. I mean, they're still around, copperheads, rattlesnakes and all that, but not quite as bad because it's mostly green around here. But, with the Red River being right in our backyard.
You guys were safe during the floods, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Except for my backyard. I'm building a railroad in my backyard. I had to wait for the water to go down before I could go back out there and do any more work. But it was gone in about 2 hours' time. It ran right off.
And I'm a Brit. I'm not used to going out in the garden and having to swim just to get to the mail.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild around here.
Are you still there?
Yes, we are.
I think your signal's going sort of cutting in and out. You might have to stand on your left leg and hop up and down, maybe.
Maybe Adam here would.
Yes.
You got some tinfoil to wrap around your head?
Say that again?
You got any tinfoil to wrap around your head?
No, I do not.
So what do you guys, what's the future plan? You got an EP out yet or an album? I don't want to say record, but I'm old school, so record always wants to come out of my mouth.
Actually, we released Country Sound last November. So we've released 3 singles off of it, and they did very well. The feedback that we got from it was amazing. But this year, we're gonna try to get back in the studio and cut the next album. So because people are waiting, people are waiting to see what's next in this small town boy. I'm just ready. I'm ready for it too.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys sound beautiful. The sound is great. The production is great. Whoever does all the backside work, you can give them a good pat on the back, too, because it all sounds great.
Oh, yeah. No, Beard's Music, they're right in the heart of Nashville, and they have a very reputable, a category behind them, like the clients they've worked with, like Randy Travis and Garth Brooks, Shania Twain, all the great. They've at least cut singles there, or I know that Randy Travis cut his last 2 gospel records in that studio. So I had all the confidence in the world that what they were going to make my music, what they were going to make it into was going to be definitely something that other bands are going to around us. We're going to be like, wow, man, we got to step our game up.
Yeah,
and I think that's what separates us from some of the bands around here that, everybody's on their grind. We put out this product where, it sounds professional. There's a good tone to all the music. It's just pro quality, and that's what we were aiming for, and we're very happy how it turned out.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect it to sound that good, because I hadn't had a chance to listen to it, believe it or not, until tonight. I loaded all your songs up during the beginning of our show, and that was the first chance I got to hear them. I was like, holy shit, these guys are awesome.
I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love.
Yeah, well, all the songs on there. We're very, very proud that we're able to get our story out there. Of course, being from the small towns, we'd love to bring it to bigger cities, and an organization that you guys are a part of are really helping us make that dream come true, and we really appreciate any of those opportunities. And like I said, we'd be more than willing to come see you guys live, play for you on your show whenever you'd like, or even get us in contact with maybe people that you feel have opportunities out there. And that's what we're looking for, and we just really, really appreciate that you enjoy our music.
What, do you guys come down Texas way quite a bit?
Texas region? That's where our family's from. So we visit there quite a bit.
So okay, then enlighten me here. You guys are just staying in Ohio right now, or you live there?
We live up here. We have families up here. We actually, me and my brother here, we were born in Texas, and
right.
My father had a job opportunity that he couldn't pass up. So we've been up here for about 25 years, and every year we visit. We visit our family. We go down there. We'll stay down there for about a month or so, and then we'll come back home to our families up here. But yeah, I mean, we're always happy to go down there and get the love from the family down there, because they've been spreading our music. We have 4 stations in San Antonio alone that our music is being played on, and that's thanks to our family. Just word of mouth right there.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you're welcome to come here anytime. Bring your tattoos, too.
Bring the tattoos. I won't leave those at home.
I thought you might catch on to that. All right, well, we don't want to keep you all night. Couple questions real quick, if you don't mind, and we'll let you out of here.
Boring questions.
Oh, shut up. Can I have my moment,
please?
These
really are boring questions.
Twat,
I hope.
shut up.
Just put the phone down if you don't want to hear it.
Let's make these boring questions fun, all right?
Yes.
Ignore the British bloke over
Give us
here.
some really exciting answers. Lie if you want to lie.
Silence. I'm talking over here. All right, number one. And it doesn't matter which one of you answers. Whoever's on the phone with me right now is fine. What's your favorite word?
Like just word in general?
What's your favorite word? Doesn't matter what it is.
I do. It's going to be a little cliche, but I do like some harmony. I really like harmony.
Harmony. That's a kind of a smooth word, isn't it? What's your least favorite word?
Oh, I'd definitely have to say coagulate. That's just it's disgusting. It really is.
Coagulate. I would have never thought.
My least favorite word would have to be moist.
I'm glad someone's making it exciting. Randy gets moist, when he listens to your music. He won't admit it, but
oh baby,
I see the wet patches on his trousers.
Shut up! I said this was my part of the show. Stay out of it. I'm moist. Be quiet. What turns you on?
I'd have to say high voltage, definitely. Our shows are very high energy, and what happened was I was rocking out on the stage, and I guess there was a drink that really spilled in front of me, and I was stepping in the puddle, and I was feeling like I slightly electrocuted, but it was crazy. It actually made me play faster, more aggressive, so that was something that really upped the voltage.
So you're going to carry a glass of water with you now and splash it on the floor when you get in the middle of a good hot jam?
And you know what? I don't even have to do that. That happens from the stage anyways.
Maybe
you don't know what's going to come flying. You really don't.
Do all the ladies throw their underpants at you?
I was just going to say, maybe some girls throwing their hot, moist panties up there. You could stand on those.
My God. I tell you what, it's the dodging game, really.
It's the what game? Come on, translate.
A dodging game.
Oh.
Why, do you get some of them that had lumps and crust in them?
Oh.
Next question, please.
Well, next question. What turns you off?
What turns me off?
I'd have to say crumbs on the bed.
What is it?
Crumbs on the bed. I was thinking he was going to say, underpants hanging on his beard or something.
Another pair of those moist undies stuck to your beard.
Yeah, these are very out of the hat questions. So here, I just I don't like waking up with other people's food in my mouth. So.
Or some strange girl's panties. Number 5. What sound do you love?
What sound?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a really strange one right there.
Come on, make it exciting.
That's right. I'd have to say, yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, let me just like when somebody's listening to our slow tunes and you hear that sound. They can't put it into words. It just kind of sounds like 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 really really soulful.
A good moaning.
Yeah, good moaning.
Hey, if it's a slow song, I want to go beat it up, put something into it, give it some welly.
We don't like.
Did you ask the sound that we don't like?
Yes, we did ask what the sound was that you don't like.
No, I said, what sound do you love? The next one is, what sound do you hate?
No, the sound that I hate is after we get done playing a song and you're in a room full of people and only 2 people clap. It's the worst.
when they go, yay!
Yeah, sometimes sometimes those are the only 2 people, but that's fine. That's fine. There's hit and miss shows sometimes.
So stepping on a moist pair of panties, that squishing sound, is that what you're saying?
Oh,
These panties won't fucking dry, will they?
What's your favorite curse word?
Oh, shit.
Shit?
Definitely shit. I say shit all the time.
What about you, Adam?
Oh, man. I don't know. There's a lot of them going on there. I guess it'd have to be. This is kind of crazy. I mean, I could if you're allowing me to say this on the internet.
Go on.
I'd have to say the word ass is my favorite. I think you can use it in pretty much every situation. Like you're a badass, or like hey, look at that, something crazy. You can use it in every situation.
You're such an ass.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that ass.
Yeah, well,
we're on stage and Adam's like, I'm sitting there trying to sing a song. He's just like, hey, there's an ass over there.
Does that ever draw your attention away from the right strings?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
Attracts him to the G strings.
Yeah, our music's more important, definitely.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
It was like, what are you talking about? Like, if we weren't musicians, what would we like to do?
Right. Would you like to be a trash man, or woodcrafter, a tree trimmer, or something?
I'd like to be an artist. That'd be pretty cool.
What do you mean, like a painter?
Like a painter, yeah, or like maybe a pyrotechnician. One of the guys blowing shit up.
Yeah, blow shit up. Yeah, I like that idea.
Oh, yeah.
Blow up that ass while it's moist. What profession would you not like to do?
Probably a garbage man. How's that?
No, I'd say gynecologist. I don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, nasty. Now you're talking real moist. All right, one more.
What about those big giant vaginas, the ones that echo because they're so huge?
Yeah. There's some places that just don't go,
Hello. All right. I guess 2 more questions. Number 10, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I've been expecting you. I think that'd be fun.
I feel like if I were to show up at the gate and Jesus was standing there, he's been like, man, I gave you all that time down there, and you still fucked it up.
Adam's going to walk up to St. Peter and say, "Where's all the ass?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Where all the white girls at?
There you go.
I have an important question for you. This is for both of you. Do you hang your toilet roll over or under?
Oh, over, always.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, we have an ongoing toilet roll war here.
I'm a lefty. Okay, so, yeah. Sometimes you just have to live life on the edge. And
the edge of the toilet seat, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could have a party in the sky with someone, who would it be? Alive or dead? I guess dead if you could have it in the sky.
Probably Jimi Hendrix. He's a cool guy.
If it was like in the sky, probably wouldn't want to be on the plane with Led Zeppelin. How's that?
No, not a good trip, or Buddy Holly for that matter.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can understand that. Anything else, wife? You guys got anything you want to add?
No, I mean, we appreciate that you guys taking the time out of your show to spend it with us, man. That was really cool. We really appreciate that.
Oh, this is what we do Saturday nights. We love having you guys call. And you're more than welcome to call anytime. You got an update or you're coming down to Texas way or headed to Florida or whatever, let us know.
Yeah, well, we really hope that you guys enjoy our music. I really enjoy country sounds, along with the place that I call home. These are some great tunes. I feel like they can really relate to many people over your bandwidth, I guess is what I'm saying. So thanks again, really.
Hey, no, thank you for hanging out with us for a little while and just being kind of silly and not taking life so seriously for a little while.
Are you feeling all right over there?
Shut up, I said.
Do you need medical help again?
Yes, I do.
All that
4 hours of this
all that
show.
happened.
4 hours of this show, and I might have to seek medical attention. All right. Again, thank you very much for hanging out with us and just being normal guys for a while and just having a good laugh. That's the way we prefer it. Good luck with the music. You guys sound badass. We got a couple more of your tunes to play yet. We're going to go ahead and jam those. And like I said, anytime you want to call in, you got some good news or just want to say hi.
Stop right there. Right there. Nickers in the chat room says, what is your opinion of groupies?
Oh man, the groupies. Some of them, they really are mutants. I tell you that.
Okay, so being professional, we have to do waivers for groupies because some of them aren't groupies that we necessarily want. We're very particular about our groupies, and I would advise everybody else to understand who they're taking home. It's a real issue out there. Bad things happen to good people, so just be careful, all right?
I think I can relate to that. Hi, Tina. And Taylor Barker says to ask them about D.
Who's D?
That's what I'm asking. I think he's talking about you guys. I'm not quite sure.
No. I know. I know. Okay, so who was it again, Rachel?
No, Taylor Barker.
Taylor Barker.
Taylor Barker. All right. Well, I hope she likes CDs because we do have CDs. Yeah. And if she wants to inquire more about these CDs, I'll probably say CDs nuts, but I'll also ask her if she'd like to buy her album.
Oh, that is a good one. Ask about it.
I guess that's totally over my head. I'll pass on it.
That's all right. That's all right.
Besides, my wife's sitting right here. I don't dare make a comment.
Yeah, I'll give him a bunch of fives, put them up.
Shut up. All right. Are you done, wife?
Well, hey, thank you again. Seriously.
Yes.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. We're going to throw on your tunes here, and we're going to do a little jam with them. You guys be good. Good luck.
And next time we speak to you, you need some tin foil on your head because you've been cutting in and out. So
there you go.
Yeah, tin foil, stand on your left leg, jump up and down, maybe do a few cartwheels, and it might just improve that signal.
Maybe next time you call, you'll have that bus and you can get out and stand up on the roof.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
All right, truck 'em easy, you guys, and enjoy yourselves.
Good night.
Hey, you guys take care, okay, guys?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yankee and the Brit, Country Saturday Night, the RTM Radio Network, Some Way Home. Check it out. Can you believe it? How awesome is that? Those guys sound fantastic. Yankee and the Brit, Country Saturday Night over here. We got it happening. Great bunch of guys. Thank you guys a million times for hanging out with us. Joe Vasquez and his brother Adam.
Where's my mic?
Nobody wants to hear what you got to say.
Go.
Shut up.
Let's say hello to Tina. Tina Kirby. She's in the chat room.
Hello, Tina.
And Jake is still there. Our resident weirdo is still there. Thomas is there. Taylor Barker. We never got to say hello to Taylor. Who else is in the chat room? Lisa, I'm sure we said hello to. Oh yes, I got Lisa's name wrong and then right, didn't I? There is some requests quite far down the chat room, husband. You're gonna have to dig for those.
Right. Well, they can repost them.
Yes, repost your links because this chat room went a little bit crazy while we had our guest son. And Danny Deitch, that's who we didn't say hello to.
Hello, Dan.
Deitch is in the chat room.
Love that guy.
Yeah,
that crazy brother of his.
Nickers was talking about in the chat room. He says, I am picturing a massive music fest with all the guests on the show on Randy's front lawn one day.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, my God, we'd have a big concert here. Good night, Tina. Thanks for stopping by.
Of course, so long as all the people stay away from me. I don't do people. Nickers
you
says,
don't do much of anything.
Nickers says, can you imagine the press coverage? It
Oh,
would be crazy,
yeah. Are
wouldn't
you
it?
kidding me? Screw the press, man. Just be having a good time. Carol's missing Stacy. I have no idea what
Yeah,
happened
I'm
to
missing
Stacy.
Stacy too. I like Stacy.
Tina says Bailey just called. She's at a sleepover. Bailey, get home. Make her walk. All right. Can you play some Keith Sampson? As a matter of fact, you know what?
Stop.
What?
Nightcrawler. We didn't say hello.
That's who it
to.
was. I knew I was scrolling there looking for somebody.
Nightcrawler.
Yes, Nightcrawler. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you stop by for a little bit.
If you join the Yankee and the Brit show page, Nightcrawler, you should see the posts come up. Shouldn't he?
Should.
And if you hit follow on the actual Spreaker page, this page right here, if you hit follow, then you should get an email come through whenever we go live.
You should.
He should.
Anyways, we got 2 more tunes from Joe Vasquez, and then we'll play that brand new Keith Sampson song again. How's that sound? Like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
I'm on it, like stink on shit.
She's that Brit.
Yankee and a Brit.
Woo!
Country Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, that is like the best one of Keith Sampson's. It even beats the Twang song, doesn't it? It beats the Twang.
That is badass. I love it. It's all about the
Yes.
truth. That's the cool
Wow.
thing. Yeah, very well done, Keith. Gotta love that.
So is
man.
that going to be like part of an album, or is that... I don't know what I'm asking. Come on, finish off my sentence for me, husband.
Sounded okay to me.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
is that going to be added to an album? Are you working on an album? We never did ask you when you called. We were just too busy talking about trucking and ELDs to even ask the important questions.
Oh, Tina says, way to go, Keith.
Yes,
Yeah, baby.
yes, awesome.
Yeah, he rocks. That one's killing right there, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, if you guys like it, get on the Yankee and the Brit page and type in, good one, old chaps.
I say.
I say, old chap, what a bloody awesome song you made.
Jolly good. Shall we carry on then?
Yes, yes.
All right, here we
What
go.
we got? What we got?
Whoa, what?
I said, what we got loaded, husband?
Just some stuff. Anybody's got something they want to hear? You know where we are. Get her done.
We're live in 3, 2, 1. Hit it! Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
You come home from work, you won't take off your shoes. You go to the fridge just to get yourself some booze. You sit on the couch and watch your TV. For the rest of the night, you won't notice me. Attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? I'm telling you, baby, you got me attention craving blues. You always try to take as much as you can instead of giving everything that you've put me through. Attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? Tell your baby, got me attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? Tell you, baby, got me attention craving blues. Got me attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues.
Well, hello, y'all. I'm glad you're here. Sit back, relax, pull up a chair, kick off your boots, and grab yourself a beer. We got a special show tonight. Don't wear those yoga pants so tight. It's kind of a distraction from everything we're trying to do here. We're the Yankee and the Brit. No, we don't do no politics. Yeah, we like M&M's. We don't take no shit. We're the Yankee and the Brit. We love what we do. The Yankee and the Brit show is for you. All welcome to the Yankee and the Brit. Live from Texas, it's Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And that smell of burning diesel fuel just tells me that I'm back out on the road.
Oh, yeah, baby. Good trucking tune. Yankee and the Brit. Country Saturday night. Ribbit. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but hey, what's going on? Y'all look like you're doing all right tonight. Nick, you still passing the drinks around? I could use a fill-up over
We
there.
are just talking in the chat room about our next video that we are hoping to do.
I see that.
The song is Red Solo Cup, Mr. Keith, and I'm hoping that Nickers is going to get involved this time. And if it doesn't, there is actually a video of Nickers on Facebook of him necking a pint down. So if we have to use it, Nickers, I will use it.
Maybe I could work
know
the
what I'm
magic
saying?
of the video editing software we have and
Where
put a
it-
red Solo cup in his hand.
Yeah, or maybe we can make him so he's chucking his pint down his neck over and over and over.
If you
and over.
stand in front of a white wall with a red Solo cup and just drink, I can make that work.
Yes,
I'm sure you
yes,
have a
a
white
white
wall
wall
around
or
there.
a green wall.
Knicker's filling me up. Oh, make me moist, big boy. Oh, I want to be so moist, Knickers. Thank you. Nothing like a good topping off. All right. Let's see then. We're going to do that. But first, here's the man with the plan, the one we can all
He
stand.
is. Oh my gosh, where is my button?
He
is
our
Samo.
He is our weatherman.
Samo.
Oh, my God.
Good. 7 hours. This QS and it's used to be 30 most money radio and art the crank pressure Sam Network. Network. Sam Pressure Ranking Crump Deep on our radio most money Molo 230 season 30 Tuesday any 5 season and it's Tuesday a field temperature wind 40 winds of low 557 kernels pressure this is higher.
He said it was fucked up.
Good.
I guess it's gonna piss it down this week.
Get her done, son. Get her done.
Get it done.
Larry the Cable Guy said, make sure you use Prilosec too. Don't forget.
Oh, man. Sammo, put your teeth back in, dude.
What the bloody hell was that, Sammo?
He said it was fucked up. Then he sent another one, so I'll go get that and we'll play it prim and proper like. But anyways, here's this new tune we're working on. We're going to be working on or something. I don't know. Donna pulls off some of this stupid shit, and I got to go along with it. But I can't sing this song very well, but she wants to do it, so we're going to figure something out.
Yes, sir.
What are you telling me to hush for?
Nothing. I'm busy over here.
I see. Okay. Well, anyways, let's do that. Tell you what, let me get the lyrics over here because you guys are going to need them. Oh, my goodness.
You guys are going to need all the help you can get.
Boy, I guess best thing for you guys to do is be on the video end of it. That's probably the smartest people in the bunch over there. Just make a video of yourself drinking out of a red Solo cup or something. That'll make it a lot simpler. Anyways, here you go. Lyrics right here. Let's get this underway, shall we? There we go. All right. All loaded up. Ready to rock. Hey! Bob Randall, getting rich in Nashville. Yanki and the Brit country Saturday night. Hello, Saturday. What's going on over here? Let's try Sammo's weather again. Let's see what this one sounds like.
Good.
All right. Not quite as good as the other one, I guess. Okay, well.
What'd you say Sammo didn't put his teeth in?
Nice, Sammo. Still love you.
Yes, we do. We love our Uncle Sammo. So it's 9:40 on a Saturday night. Danny says they're coming to wake me up in 20 minutes to do his obs. Well, they shouldn't be waking you up. They should be coming over to tell you off for blasting the Yankee and the Brit show round the ward. What's going off?
Who is?
Danny, he says that the nurses are coming to wake him up in 20 minutes to do his obs. And they should actually be coming over to tell him off for blasting the Yankee and the Brit show round the ward.
Yeah, tell him to put it on the speaker.
Thomas says, I was going to record the song Red Solo Cup.
Keith says, I'll drink 12 beers in a Solo cup. Do it all at one right after the other. That'd be a good clip right there. I'll make you go real fast.
Yeah, any of you guys that play a guitar, that listen, you know, if you're in the chat room or if you're not in the chat room, anybody that plays a guitar, you need to play the tune on play it as close to the timing of the main song as you can, and we'll fit that in the video. And then make sure that you take a gulp from your drink and raise it up towards the camera to say cheers, as if you're going to say cheers. Something like that. Anything. You know, be creative.
And if you want to sing the verse, Red Solo Cup, I fill you up, sing the verse through there, and we'll just we'll make it look like you're singing along with it.
As close, if you're going to sing along, do it as close to in time as you can. So try and sing it along to the original if you can.
Nick said, I think Dan's going to get kicked out of the hospital, and Thomas said, I hadn't had a beer since 1988. I'm not a beer drinker at all, man. I like my bourbon, but...
Jake says he can make one out of rubber bands. So you guys are going to get creative and musical. And remember, guys, to turn your cameras on your phones on the side so that it's long ways.
I am not a beer drinker.
No,
Never.
Me neither.
I very rarely have a beer, and it's got to be like 90 degrees outside, and it better have come out of a ice chest full of nothing but ice, because that's the only way I'll drink one is when it's really cold, beer and really hot outside.
Yeah, sometimes I crave. Sometimes I crave in the summer. I crave a cold pint of lager. However, my arse does not crave the shit that comes with it.
Carol's not a beer drinker. What do you drink, Carol? You drink it all? Some people just don't drink. We don't really drink anymore. I haven't. Last thing I had was a bottle of peach schnapps, and that's because the QT fuel stops that we stop at, they got these friggin' urinal things that lay in the bottom of the urinal. It was so overpowering. Smells just like peach schnapps. I literally went out and bought a bottle after standing over the thing taking a leak. I had to have one.
And I was meaning to tell you that I've never ever smelt that peach schnapps smell. However, last week when we went in QT, I smelt it. And
really?
And I was like, oh my gosh, now I know what he means.
I told you. The friggin' smell is overpowering, man. Rum, yeah, baby. There you go. I like whiskey and, bourbon, stuff like that. Like Thomas said, excuse me, Jim Beam, Jack, Crown. Yeah, and we don't make a habit out of it, that's for sure. I don't like drunks is my problem. I love to sit and have a drink with somebody, but when they start getting stupid drunk, that's the end of it. Keith's a beer drinker. Well, that's good. Somebody's got to buy that stuff. I prefer a joint. I think that's better than beer any day, but I don't have any of that either, so I'm shit out of luck. I just don't do anything. All right, what time we got here? Oh, about 15 minutes left, and we're just about finished, so we better move on here, or we're going to be screwed. So anyways, let's see. What do we got it in? Brandon Holden, Redneck Cinderella. Crack, yeah. Donna Joe, woo, baby, gotta love that. You're gonna cry. Yankee and Brit, RTM Radio Network, Country Saturday Night, winding down here for the night. Oh, let's see. So, I think we ought to do a sing-along, one more, and then we're out of here.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't you think so?
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now, she says. Do it now. Okay, I guess we can do it now. All righty, so thank you, everybody. Love having you guys come by on a Saturday night. Always nice of you to come by and hang out with us.
Thank you, Keith, for calling in, and thank you for letting us be the first to play your new tune.
Yes, sir.
That is the coolest. Remember us when you're famous and rich and loaded. Your songs will be on our wall of shame over here at the Yankee and the Brit studio.
That's right. All right. So, one more tune. I guess we'll call it a night. Yankee and the Brit, RTM Radio Network. Our sing-along, A Man of Constant Sorrow. Haven't heard it in a while. Let's do it. And thank you for everybody that joined in that video. Made it very cool. We had a lot of fun with that.
Yes, you guys are awesome.
I know, right?
Jake, Dan Connolly, Thomas, Keith Sampson, and who was the fifth guy?
Becky?
No, the fifth guy that was dancing. There was 5 guys dancing, wasn't there?
Dan, Keith, Jake,
Thomas. And who was the bloody number 5?
Was there? I did
There
part.
There was like 4 guys there, and there was
who the
one in
hell
the
was
middle.
that? I feel
Who the
embarrassed
bloody
that we don't
hell was
remember.
it?
I feel bad we don't remember.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Well, anyways, let's do this and let's get out of here. Yankee and the Brit, Country Saturday Night. Thank you all you outsiders, too, for tuning in, man. Nice to have you stop by and
Bob,
listen.
that was it. Bob, thank you, Thomas.
Bob, yes,
Bob.
sir. Bob Kennedy. What the hell? Nice of you to remember. Dork.
Across the country, over the sea, and around the globe. It's the Yankee and the Brit with Brandy and Donna on the RTM Radio Network.
All right, now what?
What now?
I'm an idiot.
Sir, do you have Man of Constant Sorrow by the Yankee and the Brit?
No, ma'am. We got a new shipment in yesterday, and I'm sorry, but we just can't keep it on our shelves.
Oh, yeah. I miss doing this now. Anybody that knows it, sing along.
In constant sorrow all through his days, I sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Ohio, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised.
Well, goddamn, it's the Yankee and the Brit.
That's right. Don't you ever forget that either. Next verse.
Oh, 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth I found. Oh, in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now.
Everybody.
He has no friends to help him now.
Play it, Keith. All right.
It's fare thee well, my old true lover. I never expect to see you again. Oh, I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train.
All y'all.
Perhaps he'll die upon this train.
All aboard.
You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may lay. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. While he is sleeping in his grave. Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore.
All right. Yeah, always loved that song. How cool is that? I'd like to say hello to all the nurses on Ward 409.
Yes, hello.
Hello, all you lovely lovelies. How are you? Nice looking set of pins you got there, babe.
Yes, to all the gorgeous nurses on Ward 409.
Oh, lucky Dan.
Yes. That's why Dan's in hospital. He wants
I'd
all
be
the
in
attention
hospital
from
too
all
if
the
I thought I was
nurses.
going to have a couple good-looking gals taking care of me. What can I do? Slice my wrist, slit my throat? What can I come up with?
Oh, slit your throat. Take a load of pills while
You're
you're
too
there.
willing. Shut up, Ethel. All right, we're out of here, man. Love you guys. Thanks a gazillion for stopping by and hanging out with us. We'll see you next Friday, as far as I know at the moment, for some good rock and roll. Then, of course, next Saturday, Country Night again, we're going to have Adam C. Martin with us, so tune in for that. We'll get a poster up. We'll get some music loaded up. We'll be ready to do it all again. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you,
Lisa.
Thank you, everyone. Thomas and Jake, and oh my God, the whole list. We love you guys. Nick, Dan.
And the last one out the chat room, lock up the chat room, kick out all the drunks and all the riff-raff, and lock it up and put the key underneath this freaky gnome.
Yeah, and will somebody please wash all the beer glasses out? They haven't been washed in about a month, and they're really getting caked up around the mouthpiece there.
And Nickers, you can now get dressed. You are no longer the naked waiter of the evening. You can now put your willy away.
Good night, everybody. Say good night, Donna.
Good night. Good night, Donna.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.